Okay, so welcome everyone. First of all, just a couple of comments on that, and hopefully Jose is joining us if he hasn't done so already. Just in terms of that UK expansion, obviously we've been in business over in that part of the world for 5 or 6 years now, but we're going to be over there, and as we make more and more of these trips and more of these events in different markets, to Keith's point, you never know who you know. I'm just watching, and JC can kind of back me up on this because he's been very, very supportive the last few days of some of the people in our organization. But, we did a call last night, for example, and then we had people on from Mexico that spread into the Dominican and Puerto Rico and back here into the United States. And it's just amazing how, people these days, maybe it's because of social media, maybe because the nuclear family doesn't stay in one place anymore, maybe whatever the reasons are, people seem to know people everywhere. So that's why as I make these trips, as the company makes these trips, as Dr. Gutman makes trips, as JC or Jose or Alejandro in Mexico or David Marshall up in Canada or any of our other executives make trips into different markets, we want to make sure that you are all aware of those trips because, once again, we don't know who you know, but you know who you know. So that's partially what we're doing with these calls is trying to make people start to think a little bit more about, hey, I want to build a business locally, but I want to build a business around the world at the same time. So, you do what you do where you live, but in the meantime, you constantly be looking to expand in other markets as well as in your local market. So that's kind of the purpose of what we're doing here. So let me just check and see if Jose has joined us yet from Guatemala. Not yet. JC, you're with us, though, I know.
Yeah, let me try to call here with my other phone, and let's see why is he not joining us, because he sent me an invite to get into this call. So
I know.
Let me try to reach him in my other phone.
I'll go over a couple other things in the meantime, and then he joins us. Great. If not, I do have the prices here I can go over, but I'd rather he goes over them if he joins us.
Okay. Give me just 1 second.
Thanks. Guys, what I will say is it looks like in the beginning of Guatemala that what we'll be going in with is Immunocal Platinum, and also, it looks like that's what we're going to start with, is Immunocal and Immunocal Platinum. Initially, get the market open. If you're taking notes, which I hope you are, it looks like the exchange rate is roughly 7.34 of the Guatemalan dollar or peso against the U.S. dollar. If you want to, when he goes through these numbers, if you kind of want to see, okay, what's it going to cost for, your contacts in these markets. So, but anyway, I'll defer to him on that here. He hopefully should be with us in a minute, and why JC calls him. I'll just mention once again, Guatemala is April 1st. So we're talking, next Sunday. When you think about it, it's already Wednesday, so we're talking a week from Sunday that the market is officially open. I think I sent it out in my email yesterday that 26 of our 28 Mexican platinums are going to be in the market working. So there's going to be a lot of activity. There's going to be a lot of marketing. There's going to be a lot of meetings. There's going to be a lot of support. Once again, as they build their organizations there, we can, continue to bring people on all your ends as well that can participate and get their businesses up and running. So, be checking your website constantly. We'll do everything we can to constantly update via email and calls like this to let people know what's happening. And, of course, we're looking at September, I believe, September, October as the launch date for Colombia. Huge market. I don't know the numbers in front of me, but I believe, according to the Direct Selling Association, I believe Colombia is now the 13th or 14th largest market in the world in direct selling. So, these are good markets. These are markets where not only will you get business in Guatemala and in Colombia eventually, but that business is going to spread you back into Mexico, back into the Dominican Republic, back into Puerto Rico, back into the United States, back into Canada, back into the UK, Ireland, etc. Because once again, the people in those markets, what are they going to want to do? They're going to want to network around the world. So, this gives you the opportunity to really do, what we kind of call business without borders, if you will. and really expand your network and your business. And sometimes you see some strange things happen. I've been doing this, as most of you are aware, for forever, 35 years. I've been in network marketing full-time, or I will be April 18th anyway. And in those 35 years, I've had a number of organizations, obviously, prior to Immunotec. And in every one of those organizations, when we opened a country, it always seemed like somebody got somebody who got somebody who got somebody, if you know what I mean, and that somebody went out.
Hi, John.
Huge business. So we want to do that as well. And I do believe my good friend Jose has joined us. So, Jose, is that you?
Hi, how are you? Sorry for the delay, but we were on the road back to the office.
No problem. I know you're incredibly busy, and I know about 26 of my colleagues from Mexico are heading your way here next week. So
yeah, they some of them are already here, and the other ones are arriving next week. So we're going to be very busy.
They are going to keep you busy. So I don't want to keep you long, Jose, today, but we've got a number of people on the call, people from Spain, people from Ireland, people from England, people from Canada, the United States, of course, and I do think there may be even one or two of our Mexican distributors that have joined us as well. So I will turn the call over to you, and you can update everyone as far as everything that they need to know, basically, about Guatemala. So, Jose, thank you for coming to the call, and I'll turn it your way.
Well, thank you very much, John. Hello to everybody, and I hope to meet you in person soon in Guatemala. I will make a brief review so you have like an idea of what is going on. We're having the opening event in the 19th at Gran Tical Futura Hotel. Around 4 o'clock, we're going to start receiving people, and we're going to open the event at 7 o'clock at night. The idea is to have around 1,000 people, and we're looking forward for 400 people to join the company between 19 and 20 of. The next day, we're going to have a training. It will be handled by the leaders of Mexico. So as soon as we have the agenda, we're going to send it to John so he can send it to everybody in the United States. In Guatemala, we have a special rate for the hotel. So just I will send you the code so you can ask for a code and make your reservation. Make it in advance because the hotel is very full with all other events. So it's better to have the reservation on time and confirmed by the hotel as soon as you arrive. The hotel is around 20 minutes from the airport. There is a shuttle that is included in the hotel rate, so they can pick you up, and you just have to send your schedule at what time the plane will arrive. Weather, it's summer, so have some light clothes. Maybe we have some rain. It's not usual in this time of the year, but you could be prepared. We have a small shower yesterday. Regarding the exchange rate, we're handling around 7.30 quetzales. Maybe in the hotel you get a lower rate, maybe around 7.20 or 7.10. And you can exchange your dollars in any bank, but you have to bring your passport so they can check. And I think there's a maximum amount of $200 or something like that. Most of the expenses you can pay it with credit card. We have Visa, MasterCard, and American Express, so that's no problem with that. Going to the event, we're going to have only one package that it's called Paquete de Éxito. This package will include 4 Immunocal and 3 Immunocal Platinum and 7 plastic glasses with their lids. They also have to buy the affiliation kit that it will cost 275 quetzales. And with the affiliation kit and the Paquete del Éxito, practically you're already signed up in the company with 2,000 points. I don't know, John, if there's any particular information that someone has asked you that you would like to
Well, I have a couple of questions that have been asked to me, so I'll ask them on behalf of everyone, and then if they have questions, they can ask individually. The exchange rate I see on your email is about 7.34 U.S. Is that correct?
Yes, but it's the exchange is not a fixed number, so every day it changes.
Right.
More or less, you can be around the 730 range.
Okay. And then, as you said, Immunocal Platinum to start. Looks like there's 2 choices of kits, correct?
No, only one choice. It will be the Paquete del Éxito.
I see. Okay.
With 2,000 points.
I see. Okay. Got it. Okay, great. And then the sign-up kit is $275. So if they divide that roughly by 7, that's about in U.S. dollars, about $35 roughly. I'm just doing that in my head.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. Okay.
About the same price, John. This is Keith. It's about the same price as we're paying here for everything, John.
Yeah.
As I ran across the numbers.
Good. You know, John, those are the questions I've been asked, Jose, since last week, since I got your email. Questions on this end, Keith? Do you have questions? And then why don't you turn it over to some of the people on the call and see if Nigel or any of the other folks on the call have questions.
I will, John. Thank you, Jose, for taking the time to be here with us. You know, it's like I told Maurizio, I've been waiting 22 years for you guys. Where have you been? And to that point, you know, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? How was Maurizio fortunate enough to lure you here to our Immunotec family?
Okay. Well, I joined the company a year and a few months ago. We started the project almost from zero. So we have to register the company in 2016 and then start all the registration process. That it was a little bit complicated because you have to have an office and say you have a warehouse in order to register the product. That is kind of strange, no? Because why we will have a warehouse if we don't have any product to sell? But anyway, well, around 1 year we have the registration of these 2 products. So we have Immunocal and Immunocal Platinum already registered in Guatemala. We have it for 5 years, and then we have to renew every 5 years the register. There are other products online. Hopefully we will have around 4 more products before the end of the year. And then we have another product that it will be launching next year. My background, the reason I start with the Immunocal is because I was working for other company and in direct relations with direct sales association. So at the end, they gave my name when they were looking for someone in Immunotec, and I joined the company to start as a consultant, helping them to launch all the program in Guatemala. The country is not so big, but it's the biggest one in Central America. So obviously, it's compared to maybe many states in the United States, we're a very small country. People are very friendly. Some of them speak English, but most of them Spanish. And some of them doesn't speak neither English, neither Spanish. So all depends which areas are you visiting. There are some people that only speak. We have 22 different languages in Guatemala. So it's a very multicultural country. My background, I have been working for more than 10 years in different MLM companies and insurance companies. My last one was a regional manager for Central America, handling all line of products for health. So most of my background is supporting people to grow their business and help them achieve their success. If people are motivated, they really move 101% over to reach their goals. So part of my work has been going on with these people, trying to help them to reach their goals, and obviously behind is the company growing with them. And that's the reason Mexico has grown so fast, because we have many leaders that are like having the shirt, we said, se ponen la camiseta. So they have the shirt of the company, and they're really working very hard to make it grow their own lines and also the company in worldwide. I don't know. Anything else or any information additional
we
you need to know?
Once again, I'm having been here for 22 plus years, I guess we've been here. It's very refreshing to see that Maurizio is surrounding himself with people like you and with JC and with Meredith and Alberto and as well as everybody else. And as we move into these other markets, it's just reassuring to know that he's very good at surrounding himself with great people. So we're very, very glad to have you with us. And to that, we've got a number of people on the call there. I know Nigel, you may have some questions coming out of you're in Spain today, but I know you've got some serious contacts in Guatemala. I don't know if you have any questions or if anybody else does. I got a couple of people muted here because they had some background noise. So
I have some questions.
Yes.
Jose, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you?
Yeah. Jose, I'd like you to elaborate in terms of signing up yourself with the Paquete del Éxito in Guatemala, which is 3,190 quetzales plus 275 the kit, right?
That's correct.
How much money do the people make by signing up 3 people as our compensation plan is?
Okay. You mean as soon as you are signed up, how many money you get back for signing 3 additional ones?
You sign up 3 people.
The compensation plan, I believe, is the same. It's a seamless plan around the world, right, Jose?
Yes, it is the same, but I want to know about salaries.
Yeah, it's the same plan. We're giving 5% for 1, 10 for 2, and 20% for 3 or more.
I am aware of that. I just want to know in terms of quetzales.
Okay.
Jose, perhaps we need to know about the commission of value of the packages to do the math. How much is the commission of value multiplied by 25, multiplied by 3, and that's the number.
I don't get it. How much quetzales? How much money do the people make when they sign up 3 people?
For the payment will be 3,190. You have to take out the taxes. You have to take the amount of the package is 3,190.
I'm aware of that, but how much do they make? How much do they make?
If they're signing up 3 of them, they're going to make 20% of that.
So how much is that
on each package?
So how much is that?
Give me a minute. I'm just taking the account here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, introduce yourself, if you would.
Sorry?
Who's asking the questions?
Oh, this is Julio.
Okay.
Julio Iglesias.
Okay, the amount in quetzales for 3 or more people will be 552 quetzales per person.
So it would be...
Julio, you're smarter than this.
So it would be like 1,650 for 3 people?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for 3 people will be 1,658. 57 is it?
56.
So if you divided that by 7.3 roughly is about what you would get in U.S. dollars anyway. I know you're in Canada there, Julio, but if you just want to get a rough calculation.
Okay. Jose, and then my next question. How about in terms of the shipment, since you have been to Guatemala many times, I believe, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What you told me?
I do believe that you have been to Guatemala many times.
I live in Guatemala.
So you live in Guatemala?
Yes.
Sorry.
My mother is from California, United States, but she moved to Guatemala many years ago. So I was born here, and my one side is from United States, and the other side is from Spain. That's my last name.
Excellent. So in terms of shipment, Jose, to Quiché, Huehuetenango, and Cobán.
I didn't get it. What? About the shipment?
Shipment.
Yes.
What is this? How does it work?
Okay, they will be handled from Canada. We're importing the product to Guatemala. We already have the first ship arrived around a month ago, and the next one is arriving end of this month. So all the product will be bring from Canada in the beginning. Maybe in the future we bring it from the United States.
No, but that's not my question. My question is, as far as I know, the office is going to be in Zona 10 in Guatemala. And what is the shipment from Guatemala City to those departamentos?
Oh, you mean the internal dispatch of the product to each customer?
Yeah, yes, Jose. Yeah, that's my question.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't catch what you were telling. Okay.
Or maybe I wasn't clear about my question either.
Okay. All the products will be sent from a central warehouse and will be handled by a company that is called CAEX Logistics. They will deliver door to door. There are some zones that they don't deliver that are maybe far away places or red zones that is there's a lot of violence in those ones. So in those cases, they will keep the product in their nearest office, and people will have to pick it up. But for have an idea, the dispatch points will be around 2,800 points in whole Guatemala, and the ones in red zone, it's less than, I think it's like 200 something. 286 or something like that.
So in other words, the people from different departamentos, they have to pick up their merchandise at Zona 10.
No, it all depends where they live. Most of them will receive their product at their home. Only the ones that are maybe very far away or these red zones maybe are the ones that will have to pick up the product in the nearest office of CAEX.
That's very interesting. How about taxes, Jose? Tax.
The sales tax in Guatemala is 12%. It's included in when we make the invoices. The tax will be included in the invoice.
Oh, I see. Okay. That is for. Thank you very much, Jose. Thank you so much.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good question. I wanted to see, Jose, if I can. Nigel, do you have any questions? I know you've been working with some people down there. Nigel over in Spain?
Well, no, the couple of questions I had have actually been asked and answered. Thanks very much. So.
Okay, great.
John, can I ask a question? This is Connie. Keith knows my name. I guess you don't. But how does Jose pronounce his last name?
Murua.
Murua.
Yeah, Murua. M-U-R-U-A. That's a Spanish name.
M-U-R-U-A. Okay, Murua.
That's correct.
I have to practice. Thank you.
Well, that's not so difficult because when we go to Latin America and we have to give the last name, that is my mother's name, that's really a problem. Because that's a sticks root, so nobody got it.
Murua.
Yeah, it's Murua sticks root. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jose.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Jose.
Nice to hear you.
Thanks, Connie. Who else has questions? All right, John.
I have one question.
Anybody have a question before we finish up?
This is Vicky. I'd like to ask a question.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi. What's the legal age, the youngest age for a Guatemalan to register as a distributor?
They have to be 18 years because we need identification ID that it's called DPI. So they have to be 18 years old.
Okay.
Vicky,
and how affordable is the Paquete Éxito in Guatemala? Like, what kind of people are we supposed to recruit who can afford the Paquete Éxito?
The minimum payroll in Guatemala is around 2,900 quetzales. So it means For someone to join the company, it's around 1 month of salary. So if they are very low income workers, it will be like a big challenge for them to join the company. In Mexico, they have been selling to people that is receiving less than the cost of one package. So for them, it's more than 1 month to pay the package. And what they have worked with these leaders that have joined the company is they show them how to resell 5 of the boxes, so they keep 2 for them, and how to sign up 4 people so they recover 100% of their investment in the first month. So even if the people doesn't have access to the full amount, they show them how to do it and how to be a member from the company and recover their investment.
And, okay, how do they pay? Are they going to pay in credit cards? Do people have credit cards there?
Yes, we're looking forward for payments in credit cards, payments in cash with the main bank in Guatemala that is called Banco Industrial, and transfer funds.
So how is that? They go to the bank and pay in the bank, like the Mexicans do?
Yes, similar as what the Mexicans are doing. We're trying to have a program that is called Servipagos.
Hello.
So you receive.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the idea is that I think there's someone else.
I just muted him out.
Okay. So you can buy with the credit card, and if you don't have a credit card, you can pay in the bank, and we'll give you a code. With that code, you pay your order, and the company will receive confirmation that the order was paid in the bank.
Okay. And how are they paid? Are they paid? So how are they paid? In terms of checks, the consultants pays by what? By cash there if they don't have a bank account, or how do they get their checks?
Now you're asking about the commission?
The commission. Are they sent by email, by bank transfer, or by checks?
Okay, the payment of the commission, it will be in the future with a e-wallet. So far, we don't have it, so at the moment it will be by bank transfer to their accounts. And if they don't have an account, they should provide how to pick up the payment of their commission so we can deliver it to them.
Okay, are you giving them checks or cash if they don't have bank accounts?
No, we're giving, the best way is that they have a bank account, so they receive it directly in their bank account, the payment.
Okay. And when the wallet comes up, are they able to, when they register, are they able to load that wallet with cash so to pay for the product?
Yeah, as I told you, we don't have that option open in Guatemala. It will be in the future, but in the moment, no. The idea of the e-wallet is that they can take out money in any ATM, that they can pay in any store, or they can use the amount they have there for paying their next order.
Okay, so in the future, can they use that also to load for payments of their orders in Immunotec?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
As soon as it's open the option, I think you will receive information because for the moment I cannot give you more information about that product. We don't have it in this moment.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Vicki, for the questions. Let's see if anyone else has any questions, and then we'll let Jose get back to work, getting ready to open, and for all the good things that are going to be coming out of Guatemala. Anyone else have thought, comment, or question?
Yes. One more question, please. My name is Julio.
Hi, Julio.
Okay.
Jose, in terms of the application forms, are they ready just to send out to Guatemala already in the internet?
We are finishing the review of the contracts. They will be ready at the end of the month. Most changes are for local regulations and specific laws we have to cover. So as soon as we have, I think it could be sent by email or download in the web page. Guatemala will have a web page in the corporate www.immunotec.com. So there will be a place where you can select Guatemala, and I believe some of these documents will be available, so you can download it from there.
April 1st is the start date, right? They'll start uploading applications.
Jose, so the application forms are not ready yet.
No, they are on review since Monday. We are expecting to have it ready, as I told you, at the end of the month.
At the end of the month. Okay. Thank you.
Great.
Now, once again,
I want to thank you for your time this afternoon. I know I know how crazy the team is keeping you down there, and the demands on your time. I'm sure you're not getting too much sleep right now, and that's a good thing. We like to see our executive team have to work hard. So hopefully they'll make you work very hard. But we appreciate what you're doing and appreciate your time this afternoon. And anything you want to send my way, I'll make sure we get out, distribute it out to everybody in, Canada, the U.S., and over in the U.K. as well, so they can participate and get some business in Guatemala and keep you even busier.
Well, thank you very much, and it's a pleasure helping all of you. I send you an information about the different departments of Guatemala and distances, so maybe you can share it with all the rest of the people that maybe are interested in knowing more about Guatemala, or which departments, or how many people live here, or all the details, no?
That'd be great. If you send it to me, and if anyone doesn't have my personal email address, I'll give it now. A few of you may not have it. I think everybody does, but in case you don't, if you just email me and put Guatemala in the subject line, I'll forward you whatever Jose sends me. I'll forward it your way, just to make it easier as far as communication. So just send me an email to J for John and my last name SOLLEDER at AOL, and I'll just repeat that one more time for you. J for John, last name SOLLEDER at AOL.com. And as Jose sends me things, I'll forward them to you, so you're in the loop as far as everything that's going on in Guatemala. It's very exciting market. I was in Mexico last weekend working with our team in Monterrey, and there were a few folks that had come up from Guatemala, and I got to tell you, Jose, they are very, very serious about making Guatemala on par with Mexico as quickly as possible, some of the folks that I met. So we're really looking forward to it and helping to develop it on our end, and seeing it be another successful market for Immunotec.
Well, thank you very much, and all of you are welcome. If anyone needs additional information, just send me an email, and I will be glad to send it back all the information you require. Great.
Well, thank you so much again. Thank you, JC, as well, for helping to put this together on your end, my friend, and Keith and everybody else that participated, and looking forward to having a great balance of March here, and great launch in Guatemala April 1st, and so on and so forth. So with that, we'll terminate this call, and have a great balance of your